So this video is to tell you how to find the slope of a line passing through two given points, and you need to know a few things. The first thing that you need to know is that the slope of a line is a number that describes how steep a line is. And to find the slope of a line, you use this formula, m equals, and m is going to represent slope, alright? And it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Please notice that these are subscripts, not superscripts, so this is not y squared, alright? Now, there's a few things you have to pay attention to. So if you're given 2 points, I'll explain that in a second. If you're given 2 points, let's say you're given points 2, 1 and point 3, 4. All right, this is point 1. Now I'm gonna use a little box here. This is point 1. This is point 2. Your x value for your point 1 is 2, and your y value is 1. So this is going to be x1, this is going to be y1. And then here it's going to be 3 and 4. Now, if you're a beginner at this, what I recommend doing is I always recommend just putting in parentheses and take a look. It's going to be y2 minus y1. So here's my y2, it's my y from my second point, which is 4, minus my y1, which is 1, x2, which is 3, minus 2, which is 1. x2 minus x1, which is 3 minus 2. So 4 minus 1 is 3, and 3 minus 2 is 1. Now, usually what you would do is you would rewrite this as just 3, but it helps to leave your slope as a fraction. And the reason why is because you may recall that you move from one point to the next by rise over run. So if I were to do a terrible sketch, you're going to have to use your powers of imagination here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I was at 2, 1, and I went up 3 units and over 1 unit to get to my next point, notice I rose 3 and I ran 1. This would be my line. But what is this new point? This was the point 2, 1. I went up 3 and over 1. Well, if I go up 3 from 1, I'm at 4. And I go over 1, I'm at 3, which gives me 3, 4, my second point. This is a point 3, 4. And this was a point 2, 1. Alright, so we're going to do another another example. And I'm going to just go through this one more time, or maybe I'll go through it a couple more times. So let's say I had the point -2, -5, and I had the point, say 4, -3. Well, once again, if you like doing this, and like I said, it is kind of helpful, making this little chart, then use it. You don't have to. And I know that my first point is -2, -5. My second point is 4, -3. So m equals, and I always write the formula. And I've been doing this a long time, and I still write the formula because it's just super useful. And look at this. I haven't actually done any mathematics yet. I'm just doing a very routine thing. And so now I say, all right, y2 is -3 minus y1, which is a -5. And the reason why I'm using my parentheses here is so I don't lose out on that negative sign. And I have x2, which is 4 minus a -2. Now, if you're not great with integers, and that's supposed to be an arrow, you can always just, oh my goodness, you can always just use your calculator, and if you type in parentheses -3, parentheses minus parentheses -5, parentheses, you will get -3, and that's going to be +2 over 4 minus a -2 is 6, which equals 1/3, and that's it. So your slope is 1/3. I'm going to do another quick example, but I'm not going to use the chart this time. I'm going to do 1, 4, and 2, -1. So m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is my x1, this is my y1, this is my x2, this is my y2, so I'm going to get a -1 minus 4 over 2 minus 1. And when I do this, I get a -5 over 1. And this means that my slope is, my line is going to be decreasing. All the other ones, the slope was positive, so you're increasing. So I'd go down 5 and over 1. As opposed to before, I was going up and then over. I want to do one more, well, two more. If I have 3, 1 and 3, 2, what's going to happen is y2 minus y1. Oh no, sounds like Meltdown City at my house. I have 2 minus 1 over 3 minus 3. Here you're going to get 1 over 0. There is no slope because this is undefined. If there's no slope, it's going to be a vertical line. I'm going to do one more that's very, very similar to that one. Goodness me, it's pandemonium in my house. So if I do 1, 3, and 2, 3, this time I'm doing it the opposite way. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I get 3 minus 3 over 2 minus 1, which equals 0 over 1. And so my slope is 0, which would be a horizontal line. Alright, I'm going to have to sign off because the kids are going crazy. Good luck.